Hare Krishna. So yesterday we had almost completed this half of the chapter. We'll just again revise it. And you all know how you have to attend. It would all be through Zoom link. And this teaching is from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is our founder Acharya. So everybody knows who is he?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is he?
The founder Acharya of ISKCON.
Founder Acharya of
His name?
ISKCON. Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, very nice. So we are just trying to understand Bhagavad Gita has written by him because it is as it is, because it is coming from Guru Parampara. He has taken it from his gurus, and his gurus have been taken from their guru. So this is the disciplic succession from where all the details are being carried forward. So it is very important we read Bhagavad Gita from ISKCON because it is based on what was spoken 5,000 years by Krishna to Arjuna. The same conversation is being repeated. It is not through any manipulation or any additions which we have done. It is just the translation which a pure devotee has done. Okay, the chapter 1. What is the chapter 1? It is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. It is also, it is observing the army on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So yesterday we saw the 3 reactions of different people. Who were they? Anyone wish to tell me? Which is the first
One is
shloka?
Arjuna.
First,
Another one is Sanjaya. Another one is
It was first was which is the first shloka? 1.1.
Dhritarashtra.
Yes. Yes. What was he saying? What was the shloka? Who remembers 1.1?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, please chant.
Ma'am, Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra.
Samavekta Yuyutsavaha. Yes, Akshay.
Can I say the full one?
Yes, chant.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsava Mamaka Pandavasheva Timaka Sanjaya.
Very nice, good. So this was the first shloka by Dhritarashtra, right? So the first reaction which we saw is from Dhritarashtra because he is confused. He is saying that is the Dharma Kshetra, which is Kurukshetra, and he was thinking that the place may influence his sons, the place may influence Arjuna, the place may influence all others, and they may not fight. Okay, so he wanted them to fight, and he wanted his son to win and get the kingdom. So even though they were his own relative, brother's son, that means they were his own, they were like son only, but he differentiated them like Pandavas and Kurus. But even though Pandavas were also from the same family, they were also Kurus, right? Yes or no? Still he differentiated. That shows his evil nature. He was not, he was biased. Okay, he was biased. So definitely Krishna doesn't like who are taking the side of adharma because they are doing adharmic work, right? So, and the second reaction we could see from Arjuna. What was Arjuna thinking? What are the 5 reasons why Arjuna was not ready to fight? Anybody remembers that? Yes, Akshay.
Can I answer?
Yes, please. One reason you can say. Compassion. Very nice. Yes, Kirti.
One reason was
Inactivity.
compassion.
Correct. Second.
Sin activities.
Yes, sinful activities. Very nice.
Simple activities, no enjoyment, family.
Family tradition. Yes. Next, who is going to say? Akshay? Venkat?
I already answered one.
Adil?
Okay, wait. How much did we say so far? What did we say so far?
We almost completed 3 of it.
Okay. Family tradition. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, no problem. So first was compassion, right? So he was getting compassionate. So we saw the reaction of Arjuna also. And the third person, which was who was very aggressive, and he was worried, and he was fearful, hearing the conchial voice. Who was he?
Duryodhana.
Duryodhana.
Very nice. It was Duryodhana. So 3 reactions we saw in the same situation on the battlefield, but everybody is facing a different type of reaction, right? Dhritarashtra is having different type of reaction. Arjuna is very compassionate. He's feeling sad, and he's not understanding what he has to do. He was feeling that type of reaction. And Duryodhana was anxious. He was thinking that what is going to happen, and how come they have arranged so nicely the battlefield. So these were the 3 reactions. And Arjuna observes the army. Why is he observing the army? Because he's looking at all of them, and whoever is standing there, there is some relationship with him, right? Maybe someone is his grandson, maybe the cousins, some cousins are there, some uncle is there, some so many relatives, some old friends, right? So many of them are there, and he's not willing to fight, even though he was Kshatriya. That was his duty to fight against adharma. But here he is, because he has to fight with his own relatives, his great-great-grandfathers, his teachers. He has to fight. So he's observing who all have come and who has taken the opposite party, who is Duryodhana. And Duryodhana is adharmi because he has not done right work, that is irreligious thing which he has done, right? And reasons given by Arjuna for not fighting, we could see that. So unless and until we don't have open mind, nothing is going to go inside, right? We should, to get the knowledge, we have a open view, open mind to learn. Otherwise, nothing is going to go inside. Please raise your hands and say Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very good. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes. Hare Krishna. Anyone who has never made a mistake, Hare Krishna. Do you think there is Hare Krishna? There is someone in this world who has never made any mistake?
No, ma'am.
No. Right? Everyone, definitely, all you, definitely, it is only Krishna who can't make any mistake. But apart from him, everyone must have done some mistake. Unless and until they don't do the mistake, nothing is going to happen, right? Unless and until, like here, if you see this potato wants to cycle, but if it will not give a try, it won't fall, it is not going to learn. Similarly, whoever, even the we try to do so many things, we try to learn through our mistakes. How to make a mistake? See, how to make a mistake a positive learning opportunity. That is, we have to learn. Otherwise, if you don't try, you're not going to learn anything. So we can just take darshan of our deity. This is from Sri Sri Radha Govinda Temple, ISKCON, Mangaluru, from where this program is presented. This is the 25th batch. Okay, this is Guru Pranam mantra. Everybody should try to learn this. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Dhyana Janashalakaya Chakshuran Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Yes, who wants to read this?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, please read.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Yes, read.
I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisance unto him.
Thank you. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Yes, who is reading this? I offer my. Yes, please.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. I offer my respectful
Obeisances.
Obeisances.
Yes. Obeisances unto divine grace.
Unto divine grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. who is very dear to Lord, having taken shelter at his lotus feet.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Namaste. Yes, who's chanting? Akshay.
Okay. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharya Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine.
Ava.
What?
You can read this also. Translation.
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bakshi Vedanta, Saraswati Goswami, who are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Thank you. So this is Panchatattva mantra which we chant before Maha mantra. Okay. So we are taking blessings from them. So who wants to chant?
Ma'am,
Yes, please chant.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I offer my respectful obeisance unto Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Pandit, Shivas Thakur, and all the devotees.
Thank you so much. Let us all chant once again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yes, thank you so much. So as we said, it is written by a Hare Krishna. It is written by a great devotee, and it is through unbroken chain of disciplic succession, like in the charger. If you charge the phone and the wire is broken, the power is not going to go inside, right? It will not get charged. Similarly, if it is not coming through the unbroken chain, the message is lost. So definitely we have to get it through the unbroken chain of disciplic succession. Like the power is not, if the power is somewhere, the wire has some issues of the spark, the power is not going to get in, right? The house will not get electricity, it will not be connected properly, then the power is not going to move on, right? So disciplic succession is very important. And here we are, this is our president, His Grace Navanishta Das Prabhuji. He is in BTech IIT Kanpur. He has completed his education and he was working with the Infosys, but then he left the company just to become a full-time devotee, and he has taken up. This is our Guru Parampara. This Prabhupada is our 32nd Acharya. His Guru and his Guru and his Guru. So this is a disciplic succession wherein till now this Jai Pataka Swami, His Grace Jai Pataka Swami is there. He is Prabhupada's disciple, and Namanishta Das Prabhu has taken a disciplic succession from him. The Vedic injunction. So it has come from God only. All the Vedas have come from God only. Vyasadeva, who has written Bhagavad Gita, who has written Bhagavatam, everything. He is the incarnation of Lord Himself. Lord Himself has given this Vedic knowledge to all of us so that we know how we have to lead this life, and also how we have to go back to Krishna. Okay, this is the way how we have to practice. So this is the transcendental knowledge. We can't think that this is just the bookish knowledge which we are getting in schools and all. See, Adhyatmic and Bhautik, both knowledge is important. See, for spiritual knowledge is important for our soul, and the other knowledge which is there, we have to get it to lead our life, to earn our living, right? But even spiritual knowledge is very important so that we are blissful. It is not that only when we get lot of money we are happy, only if we have friends we are happy. It is not like that. We internally we should be blissful and happy, because that is our nature. Our soul is blissful, always blissful, because we are part and parcel of the Lord, right? We are the actually the material nature, and there are two power of the you can think material nature is the inferior quality, but the living entity is on the superior energy of the Lord. Okay, the Vedic truth, the transcendental knowledge, reaches the student by the descending process from the Vedas and through the gurus. So it has to come from the same discipline succession, the same way whatever was passed. Otherwise, see, if you don't know particular any knowledge, suppose this girl wants to fix the chair and she has not gone through the manual, like we have not read Bhagavad Gita ever in our life, and we don't know what we feel, what we have experienced, what we have learned from our friends and looking at others. We may observe it and we may take our decision, but that is not always right. No, it is just your imagination, it is just your experience. It is very difficult to get all the knowledge through your experience, correct? Or do you just see so many theories, so many scientific evidences are there which we are taking? Do we always experiment like from the earlier age people used to fire with a stone? Do we do it now?
No, ma'am.
So these all things have come through experience or through some knowledge which is passed on?
Experience.
It is not only through experience. No, we are not experiencing all that. We didn't go to forest and we did this and we came to know that how the food is to be cooked, how we have to eat, because it has been passed on from our ancestors. No, that is why we are very happily living here. We know if we put some seed in the ground and put water and proper sunlight is getting to that seed, automatically the plant is going to grow. We have not experienced so much. We have just gained the knowledge from others. That's why we are happy here. So similarly, this lady is not knowing how to fix it and she has never gone through the manual. So how confusing things can be without proper direction or user manual. So if you don't know where you have to go, you may because of that location map or GPRS, we can track certain things. We can go easily. Otherwise, it is difficult to go to which turn, which is the right way. So this is the user manual which we have got with our life. So you can get influenced. Can we influence our happiness through our action? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am.
All depends upon our decision which we want to take. We can definitely read Bhagavad Gita. Like today you have come here to just listen to Bhagavad Gita. You had another choice. You could have slept more, you could have enjoyed more with your friends, but then you chose to sit here and listen to it. So definitely the credit goes to you, no? Because you want to learn something, you want to think about the Lord, you want to know what God is saying in Bhagavad Gita. That is why you are here. So it is your own decision which you are making. You have a minute independence wherein you have to take the action to be Krishna consciousness, how you have to do bhakti. At least you should know what is there in this, what are there in the scriptures, how what are there in the Vedas. So this is the user manual. You can talk to the Lord with it. What does Bhagavad Gita means? As we have already discussed, what is Bhagavad and Gita?
I'm God's song.
Yeah, very nice.
God's
This is God's song. Yes, because it has come from the lotus mouth of the Lord. So we should have firm faith. Firm faith is very, very important because it is. Otherwise, we will just think it like a normal book. It is not a normal book. We should have a firm faith. Life, like a life skill we acquire, we will not forget. Once you learn something, if you learn cycling during your childhood, if you in your entire life, you may just be if you don't practice, you may forget, but then still that skill would always be there. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is our life user manual. If you learn it, it will always stay there till your entire life. So you can't show torch to the sun. Anybody, have you seen anybody showing torch to the sun? It is not required. The existence of the torch is of no use. Yes, even if the water is if you see a small pit hole and wherein lot of dirt and everything is there, but after some time, if the sun comes and the evaporation happens and the ground becomes very clean, but the sun is not getting affected with all this negativity, all the positivity we may get. If even though this mob becomes dirty, unless and until it is not clean, we can't use it again. But sun is not going to become dirty. Whatever negativity is there, it will go away if you read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is like the sun. Okay, have firm faith in Gita. Like we have some knowledge about our science, our geography, about philosophy, about economics, but then we learn it and we believe that it is right, because it is written by some human, but still we believe that. But we should know that Bhagavad Gita has come from Lord, so definitely we should have faith, and we should have the conviction that yes, God, whatever if I read Bhagavad Gita, if I follow that, definitely God is going to be with you always. These are the dialogues between Krishna and Arjuna. Who is Partha and who is Sarathi?
Arjuna and Sarathi is Krishna.
Yes. So Krishna chose to become a Sarathi for his friend Arjuna. Partha Sarathi means Krishna acted as the charioteer of Arjuna, right? He never thought that he didn't say that that I am Lord, so I will not do. No, God reciprocates. Okay, how the way you behave with him, similar way he is going to react to you. Okay, so he also reciprocates. If you love him, definitely he will love you more. So he is going to do it double, right? So definitely try to build some relationship with the Lord. So Arjuna requested Krishna. This is Krishna, no? He requested Krishna to take the chariot in the middle of the battlefield. Okay, so this chariot is so beautiful. No, what all you can see in this chariot? Can you tell me?
Gold,
Yes,
horses,
and then see.
The color gold.
Yes, and we have even Hanuman is also there in the flag, right? Kapitwaja is there.
Some sort of like
Yes.
battlefield
Yeah.
chariot.
What is this?
Gandiva.
Gandiva. Very nice.
Arjuna's bow.
Yes, bow is there. Gandiva is there. Very nice. Thank you. So these are the two parties. Who are they?
Pandavas and Kauravas.
Yes, very nice. So they are fighting with, even though they are own relatives, they are from the same family. This is Mahabharata. If you see, this is the family tree of Mahabharata, which we can see. So this is Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is no other than incarnation of the Lord himself. Okay, they were being born from Vyasadeva only. Rashtra, Vidura, and Pandu. Vidura was born from the maid servant, so he was not given the power for the kingdom. And both brothers were there. He was the elder one, and Pandu was the younger one. But Rashtra was blind from the birth. He was blind, so that is why. How can a blind man rule the kingdom? So Pandu was given the charge and he was ruling the kingdom. But unfortunately, he had certain things. That's why he couldn't continue it. And he went to forest and he was given the kingdom to rule it. Because he had his great grandfather who was also there to take care of them. And then these are the. But even though they were also Kurus, Pandavas were also Kurus, they are coming from the same family, but that was being differentiated. And this is the information which has been passed from years, like from disciplic succession. Like if you pluck the fruit from proper source and directly very properly without damaging the fruit is going to be fresh for long, right? You will get the juicy fruit. But if you just throw some stone or take it from the stake and the fruit falls on the ground, definitely it is going to get damaged. It is not going to be perfect. Same way, the message which was given 5,000 years back is not lost till now because it is coming through the disciplic succession. So in Bhagavad Gita, how many chapters are there? 18 chapters. So 18 chapters are divided into 3 portions, right? The first 6 chapter is about Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Karma means your activity, the work you do. So yoga. So Karma Yoga in of itself is the process of acting and being detached from the results. This is what Krishna is telling. Do your karma, but don't be attached to the results. Okay. In 6th chapter, from middle 6 chapters are all about Bhakti Yoga. This is the special portion. Like in the sandwich, The middle portion is very tasty. You know, you have cheese, you have very, very filling lot of veggies and all. So these definitely you like to have it very quickly. So these are the important chapter. This is the, you can say, the Sar of Bhagavad Gita, which is there in Bhakti Yoga. This is what is a special portion, is the art of doing everything for Krishna. What is Bhakti Yoga? You are doing everything for the Lord. That is Bhakti Yoga. You offer the result to the Lord. You offer the activity to the Lord. You are doing it for the Lord. That is how you have to do Bhakti. So there are 9 ways of doing Bhakti. We'll just go through it later on. Then the 6 chapters, the last portion of Bhagavad Gita is about Bhakti. Is only things that attracts Lord Krishna. How we have to do it? Our action through the Bhakti. These are the 3 portions which are being given. So first chapter is, we have already seen how many shlokas Krishna spoke. It is 82%, that is 574. Total 700 shlokas are there. That has been distributed by 4 portions. That is, Krishna spoke how many? 574. And Arjuna? 84. That is only 12%. And Sanjaya?
41.
Yes, it is 5.9. And the Dhritarashtra? 1%. Okay. And Krishna drove the chariot in the midst of the battlefield because Arjuna wanted it. Arjuna was in a dilemma whether to fight or not to fight. So we all have learned this. Dhritarashtra vacha dharma kshetre kuru kshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamagaha pandavas chaiva kim akurvata sanjaya. So he was asking, who is wanting to read it? Can read.
Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight?
Yes, so he wanted to know, like, if you're going for an exam and somebody is asking your mom that your daughter has gone for the school to write the exam, and what must she be doing? Definitely, if she has gone to write the exam, she'll write the exam. But he is worried, what are they going to do? They will definitely fight. No, but he was thinking that the place, the influence of the place would will affect them. So these are the 3 reaction of the different people. So you can see 3 of them are having different reaction for the same situation. We already saw this 3 reactions. He was getting shattered by the conscious voice of Krishna, Arjuna. He was getting little disappointed. So this, they were in the same family. Then finally they were being separated. If there is some separation, can you mix it now again? That can you convert it to milk?
No.
No. Once there is a dispute, definitely you can't. It is very difficult to get again mixed up. So it's very important that you try to not do wrong things, try to be humble, try to do right things, because otherwise your consciousness is going to hurt you. But when Krishna is there, definitely he is going to protect his devotees. So 5 reasons which Arjuna was saying is not ready to fight, and he was lamenting. What were they? First is
Compassion.
Compassion.
second,
Compassion.
He didn't have any.
No enjoyment.
yes. Why compassion? Why he was feeling? He was feeling sad. No, he was feeling how I can kill them. They are my own relatives. He was compassionate. And he was saying, if I, even though I get the kingdom, with whom I'll enjoy, because there are no, like on your birthdays, if you don't have friends, you won't enjoy. That's what he was also thinking. He's thinking that I'll do sinful activity, I may kill my own relatives, and I may do some sinful activity. So he's not ready to do, and he's also saying that his family tradition would be lost. And also the last point which he said is, he's not able to take the decision. So he's compassionate. You see, this girl is feeling compassionate. Why are you feeling so sad? What happened? Look at this elephant. It is so fat, and it also requires umbrella. But what is he doing? He is trying to give shade to the other animal, right? So this is how you definitely, being a human, we have that compassion for others. And if we don't have friends, there is no enjoyment. He's also saying, if I don't have friends, I can't sit like this. No, like this boy, he's sitting alone, he's not enjoying. See these boys, they are enjoying because they have friends. So without them, how are we going to enjoy? Sinful reactions, like we are stealing it, like he's going to kill his own relative. So he's saying, I may get sinful reaction. Family tradition would be lost, right? And kids would become, they would not have the guidance of the adults, and they may go to wrong direction. Family would be lost, right? So Krishna wants to, will advise Arjuna what he has to do. Oh, Krishna, maintainer of the people, he's also called as Janardana. I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family tradition dwell always in the hell. So Arjuna is telling that if I do this, if the family tradition is lost, I may go to hell. Krishna will tell him no, because he is doing it for the Lord, because he's fighting against the injustice, right? He's fighting against irreligious activity, and that was his duty. And he's offering that results to Krishna, so there is no sinful reaction. Like Hanumanji. Hanumanji burned entire Lanka. Is it good to burn somebody's home?
No.
No. But then Hanumanji did it, because Hanumanji did it for the Lord, because that was the irreligious thing which Ravana was doing, he was practicing, and Hanumanji did it for the Lord. That's why there is no sin involved in it. Okay, Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. He was he was in a grief, and he was feeling so sad. In 1.46, it has been translated. He was not feeling, he kept his bow, his fighting instrument, everything he kept like that, and he was feeling very sad, and he sat on the chariot. So now he was confused whether he should fight or he should live, right? 9 reasons why Arjuna won. Yesterday we had seen that. Who is going to quickly tell me any 1 or 2 reasons, if you remember?
Krishna was there.
Rishikesha was,
Krishna.
yes, Krishna was there.
The flag.
Yes, flag. You can see Hanumanji's flag, right? Where Hanumanji is there, Sri Ram is there, and victory is definitely going to be there. Okay. Yes.
Bhagyalakshmi.
Bhagya Lakshmi is definitely going to be there.
Krishna was helping him.
Krishna is definitely there. Yes. Rishikesha is there. And what all is there? What you can see? Divine chariot is there. Very good. And what is there with Krishna?
There is Dharma.
Dharma is there. And what is this? What is Krishna blowing? Shank. That is conch shell is also
Shankha.
there. No? Yes. So these are various things which were there. People were ready to sacrifice their life. Can you see people? So many people are ready to sacrifice their life. Tyakta Jiva. And that day was very special for the devotees. That is Ekadashi. That was Mokshada Ekadashi, right? And that was Dharma Kshetra, the place where the battle was fought. And we already saw that Rishikesha was already there. Krishna's name is also Rishikesha. What are the 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita? First is the Lord, Ishvara, right? Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and the Karma, the activity which we do, right? So we already saw this story, Garuda and the sparrow, right? We should have faith in the Lord. Definitely God is going to protect you. You should follow what is required, what is there in the Shastras. Then definitely you are not binded from all this activity. Takeaway message of Bhagavad Gita is what? Transformation waits you on the other sides of Bhagavad Gita. When you read Bhagavad Gita, you are definitely going to transform yourself. Bhagavad Gita is our life manual, right? 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is, who's going to tell me again? Ishvara,
Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma.
very nice, right? 5 reasons we already saw why Arjuna was lamenting. 9 reasons of its victory. Krishna is your eternal friend and well-wishing, because only Krishna is going to follow you in all your lives. Maybe in this life, we were just thinking in the past that we must have only one life. This is the only one life we have to enjoy. That's what we used to think. But that is not right. When we read Bhagavad Gita, we come to know that there is not only one life. There are life after life. If you not go out of this, if you don't go to Krishna, definitely you are going to take another form of life. And it is not necessary that you are again going to become human. So this is, and only Krishna is going to be there with you in every life. If you are taking any life, Krishna is definitely is your eternal friend, right? So this is Vaishnava Pranam Mantra. Anybody knows it? Panchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavandi ki jai. So we can just conclude, or we'll just start the second chapter.
I will start the second chapter.
Want to start the second chapter? Yeah, okay. I'll just give the introduction of the second chapter, then we will end it. Okay, another 10 minutes will take. Okay, so Krishna, let us all chant once, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Can you see my screen? I think it's
Not yet,
black.
ma'am.
Yeah, it will come.
I cannot see the screen.
1 minute. I'm just trying. Yes. Welcome everyone. So these all teachings which we are doing, it is based on our founder Acharya Prabhupada, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. He's our founder Acharya. So chapter 2 is what? Content of Bhagavad Gita. That is the summary of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's answer for 5 questions of Arjuna. What were the 5 questions of Arjuna? First one was 5 reasons why compassion. So Krishna is going to, yes. So Krishna is going to advise him. Yes, there is no enjoyment, sinful activity, family tradition, and loss of family tradition and indecision. Krishna is going to help Arjuna to come out of these 5 problems. Okay, knowledge about the soul is also given in this second chapter. What is Jnana Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, Sankhya Yoga is also described. Who is Sthita Dhira Muni? Sthita Dhira Muni is who is not getting worried. He is very much like a Paramhamsa. He is always in a very stable mind. He is not getting depressed with certain activity which is going on, which is affecting outwardly. He is not getting influenced by all this. This is our deity, Sri Radha Govinda temple. Let us take blessings. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So you all know, try to chant this. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashanta Desha Tarini. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As we said, we should definitely have an open mind. Otherwise, we are not. Nothing is going to go inside. If you put, if a bottle is tight, okay, can you pour anything inside? Will it go inside? No, right? We have to adapt things. We have to keep some space in our. We have to have the adaptability. we have to have that behavior, that we have to adapt things. So unless and until you don't take it, it is not going to go inside. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is our life manual, as you said. So as you know all this, right? So this disciplic succession was very, very important, through which we are going to read it. And Arjuna was worried. When you feel very sad and worried or anxious, you feel, you keep your hand on your head. Arjuna is also worried and he is shedding tears. He's feeling sad. How I could kill my own relatives. So these were the 5 reasons was Arjuna was telling Krishna that he was not ready to fight. And these were the 9 reasons how he won the war. And 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, we all know: Lord, Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and the karma, the activity which we do. So personal transformation in Krishna consciousness, it is very important, no? We have to transform ourselves to a good person, right? How you can, unless and until you don't know what is expected from you, what you have to do, it is very, very difficult. Everything, see, gravitational force was definitely there, no, in the past also, but somebody discovered it, right? Everything moves at its own orbit. Will the Mars move from go to Jupiter? No, right? Everything moves on its own orbit. Gravity explains the motion of planet, but it cannot explain who set the planet in the motion. We know that, yes, these all things are there, but we don't know who is putting the force and who is giving the action. Unless and until there is any action, it is not going to move, right? Krishna is actually, when we see the universal position, the Lord is lying down and the planets are moving around him. That is the force which it is getting, okay? So we can see that later on also. These are the 3 stages of God realization. Which are they? First is when we want to realize God, no? Many of us may first understand there is some power which is coming out. That is Brahma Jyoti, we can understand. That is Brahman form of the Lord, okay? So this first realization of the God is Brahman. Second realization is Paramatma, who is having who is very minute, he is inside our heart, okay, and he has 4 hands with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma is holding it, and he is standing straight like this, okay? He is there in our heart. That is the second realization. And then the third realization, the final realization, is the Bhagwan realization. It is not necessary that you go through all these stages. You may directly know that Bhagwan is there. He is a very beautiful, he's like very beautiful person. He has a flute in his hand and a peacock feather on his head, on his throne. Very, very beautiful. That is the Bhagwan form, and he has a personal form like us. So these are the 3 God realization. Which is the first God realization stage?
Brahman.
Yes, Brahman. Brahman is what? The light form. This light is coming from Krishna only, okay? Krishna is self-effulgent, okay? And from Krishna, some power is coming. That power you can see has a light, okay? That is coming from Krishna only. So it is just the power of the Lord, but Krishna is more than that, okay? It is, you can just, many of them believe only the power of the Lord. It is like going to somebody's home and not entering it is at his home, but staying outside his boundary, outside his compound or compound hall. You can compound. You can say the gate. You are not entering inside the gate. You are waiting outside and watching. That is like Brahman form. That is the first realization. Then the Paramatma. We know that everyone has Paramatma inside us. So we can understand in that way. That is also realization of the God. That is Paramatma realization. And then Bhagwan realization. So the best one is Bhagwan realization, wherein you have relationship with the Lord, you reciprocate. Krishna, whatever action you do, Krishna is also going to reciprocate. So we can just chant this shloka. Who knows this shloka? Anybody? Very beautiful shloka. You should remember this. Yes, please chant.
Karpanye doshopa swabhava पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्भूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयस्य निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Yes, anybody else wants to chant? Yes,
Ma'am.
chant. Yes, chant.
कर्पण्य दोषपाता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमुद्रचेतयाच्छेय स्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूतन्मे सियास्ते
Yes.
त्वां प्रापणाम्.
It is 2.7, very, very important. Here, Arjuna is surrendering to the Lord. This is how we should also surrender to the Lord. We have lot of doshas. Well, that's why Arjuna is saying this. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava prechami tvam dharma samhuda chetaha yashreyashan nishchitam bruhi tanme Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. Please try to learn this. Tomorrow we can revise it again, and we'll have a quiz. Who remembers it quickly, they'll get. They are going to win. Okay. Okay. Who is going to chant again? Yes, Akshay.
The shloka.
Yes, or translation, whichever you are comfortable.
Karpanya dosho bhata svabhava pritchami tvam dharma samuda cheta yakshreya nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadi mam tvam prapanna.
Nice. So, who is reading the translation?
Ma'am,
Yes.
I can.
Ma'am, I am
Me.
confused about my duty. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me clearly
Now
what
I'm
is best
confused
for me.
about my duty
Now
in the condition. In this condition, I'm asking.
Now I'm
you to
confused
tell me
about my
clearly
duty in
what
this
is best
condition. I
for
am
me. Now
asking
I'm
you to
your
tell me
discipline
clearly
and
what is the best
so
for me. I
surrendered.
am now your disciple and or soul
Until
Now
surrender
I am your
under you.
disciple and my
Please
soul
instruct me.
surrendered unto you.
So
Please
everybody
instruct
wants to at the time. Okay, no problem. Now I'm confused about my duty. What was the duty of Arjuna?
Ma'am, to battle in the battlefield.
Ma'am, to fight against the
Yes,
injustice.
correct. It was his duty. He was a Kshatriya. Yes, he had to do it. But then now he's saying, I'm confused about my duty. Now, when you have gone to write your exam and you're confused whether you should write your exam or not, what will your teacher say? She'll hold your ears and she'll say, sit and write your exam, right? You are supposed to write it. But Krishna didn't force Arjuna to fight. Krishna was just listening to him. In the first chapter, Krishna didn't say anything. Now Krishna will tell because Arjuna wants an advice and he is surrendering to the Lord. He has taken Krishna as his guru. Instruct him. When you are confused, when you are worried, when you don't know which is right and which is wrong, you go to your elders or your senior person or your friend whom you trust, right? You go to him. Arjuna also went to Krishna and requested, please guide me. In this condition, I'm not knowing what should I do because I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling compassionate, I feel I'm doing sinful activity. If I do, I'll kill them. What will be the reaction? I'll go to hell. Who has lost the family tradition is definitely going to hell. That's what he was thinking, right? There is no enjoyment, and he was not understanding which decision he has to take. So he is saying this is the condition. Karpanya dosha. These are the doshas. These are the problems which I am facing. I am asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. We should also surrender to the Lord and ask him. It is that we go and ask Krishna, Krishna, please give me this. I will do this. Okay. But we should ask the Lord, please do what is best for me. You tell me what is good for me. Please do what is best for me. Okay. Asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. Now I am your disciple. He has taken our Krishna as his guru and he has become a disciple and a soul surrendered. So similarly, we should also surrender to the Lord. Unto you, please instruct me. Unless and until we don't go to Krishna and ask for help, Krishna is not going to forcefully tell, come, I'm going to help you. No. Why will he do that? He definitely is doing whatever is required internally, externally, whichever help we want to breathe, to digest our food, to get the food. Everything we are getting from the Lord. But many of us, we don't even reciprocate. We don't even have the gratitude, right, to the Lord. So Krishna's first instructions is, you are not what you think, Arjuna, you are. So Arjuna is confused. What are you saying? I am Arjuna. No, I am only Arjuna. But Krishna is saying, no, you may think that you are only that, but it is not that. Who am I? I am this body. We just have the connection of the body. We think that we are just the body. But our body is made up of 5 elements. Which are they? Water, ether, earth, air, and fire. These are the 5 elements which we are made up of. So what is the difference between the life and the living and non-living? So living things, what is the difference between both of them?
Living things are like when they
Yes, they have life, they can move, and also they can grow. The plant will definitely grow. Now the baby is also growing every day. Are you the same when you were born on your birthday?
no.
So every day you grow, no? So these are the different things, but these are all the energies of the Lord only, okay? So living and non-living. So Krishna is saying here that first lesson of Bhagavad Gita is, we are not this body. Can you see this, a car? The car is like the body. We are the body, right? And the person who is driving it is the soul. You can understand that way, okay? So our soul is, where is the soul present? Soul is situated, where is it present? Situated in the heart. Okay, the white portion which you can see, that is the soul. That is very minute, very minute. We can see that tomorrow again. We'll just repeat it again. So what is the living entity? The soul which is there, that is 1/10,000 of the tip of the hair. If you take a tip of the hair, how minute it must be there, no? You just see how minute it is. Though if you cut that into 10,000 part, the tip, 10,000 times, then that is the size of the soul. So you can't even scan it and see it, okay? It is very, very minute. So we take care of our body so nicely. We wash it, we put moisturizer, we decorate, we nicely wear clothes. But the important thing which is there, that is the soul. We have to take care of the soul. How we can take care of the soul? By giving it good food. What is the good food you have to give it to the soul?
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very nice. Okay, at least we'll just chant this shloka once and then we can conclude. We'll take this up tomorrow. Okay, anybody knows this shloka?
Yeah.
Yes, please chant.
Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yapanam jara sata dehantara prapte dhirastatra na bhuyati.
Very nice. The first lesson which Bhagavad Gita is talking about is, we are not this body, okay? With like the cage we saw, we are just trying to clean the cage outward, and the bird inside is there. We are not giving food to it. What will happen? The soul is going to not feel happy. It will become tired, and one day the body is also, it will leave the body and it will go away. So here, soul is very, very important. In 2.13, what is yes, anybody wants to chant this shloka? Next, somebody. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na bhuyati. Can you see the babies, small babies here, and after that it is growing, right? Then it becomes a youth, and it becomes a person who is going to office, it becomes adult, and then finally the old person, the age, it ages. The soul is not getting aged, the body is aged, no, it keeps on growing, and then it becomes old. That's what the shloka is, right? As the embodied soul continuously passes into this body from boyhood to youth and to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. After the senior citizen, the person becomes very old. He's not able to walk, or his body is not his body is giving up. He's not able to lift his hand also, not able to walk also, not able to breathe also. What will the soul do? Will the soul be inside the same body? No, it passes into another body, all right, after the death of that person. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such changes, because he knows that what will happen, change is definitely changes. The fact of the life, it is definitely the change is going to happen. The baby is not going to be the baby forever. It will be definitely grow to a small boy, a youth boy, and then he'll become an adult, right? So these changes are fixed. Anybody who has born has to die one day. That is the fact of the life. Whoever the devotees also, you know that. So it is very, very important that we keep on changing. Our body keeps on growing, and then once our body is useless, it gets transformed to another body after the death of that body. It moves to another body. This is the life cycle. Okay, we'll continue from here tomorrow. Okay, let us conclude. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavind ki jai. I'll just show you the quiz, how you have to take. Just share you the links and all in the group, and also the PPT will be shared, so you can take the quizzes. This time the quizzes are in a different you can just click the link. Okay, so you can register here. I have already registered. You will get the details here. Okay, once you register, no, you have to go to all courses. Okay, all courses. Just a moment. Are you able to see my screen?
No.
No.
Okay. I'll just show you. See here. See this. Once you register, no, the link which you have given, there all courses would be there. Okay. When you click on all courses, my account is there. If you want to edit anything, you can edit, and then you can go to all courses. Here, see, understand Gita, 6 to 10 years, but our batch is 11 to 16. Okay, you can go to that, whichever language. Like now we are taking up in English, so now it has been not uploaded. I feel it will be uploaded today or by tomorrow. So you can take up the quizzes. You can like we can just see any of the language, like enroll. This is for adults. Okay, you should do this one, the age block where we are there. We can just for time being, I'll just ask them. It is not uploaded till now. Like here, if you enroll, you can see here. So you can just go and click expand it and take the quizzes. Okay, this way you have to take the quizzes. Fine. This is how you have to take the quizzes. I currently have access to this content. So till now they have not uploaded. This is how you can take the courses. Okay. Yes.
We must write the quiz right now.
No. Today they have not uploaded it. Yeah, it is. If it is uploaded, no, you can see. But the English is not uploaded. I'll just check with IT. So similar way, it is the similar way. The question would be there like this. You can start the quizzes. Can you see this? So this is in Gujarati, but similar different languages are also there. You can go to the whichever subject you want to take, like if you want to take it in Gujarati, Hindi, Marathi, so many languages are there, we can take that. Okay, in the home you can go to all the courses. Okay, the way I have shown you, but it would be yeah, here English is there, see.
separate group for 6 to 10 years old?
Yes, it is also there. See, here only you can go, no? If you can, when you register, no, you have the option of selecting the groups. You can go to that groups. I'll also share the videos how you have to take the quizzes. No, you can do that. I'll share you in after some time because till now it has not come to me. I'll just share that later on. Okay, this is how you have to take the quizzes. If any doubt is there, we can solve that. Yes, tell me.
Do we have access to the slides?
Yes, I will share the PDF. Share the PDF after the class or by evening. Let us conclude. May God Krishna bless you all. Let us meet again tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpata rupasya kripa sindhuva evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavandi ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you. If you have any doubt, no, let me. Yeah, you can message me. This batch we don't have attendance, so you can just read the slides, or you can go through the PDF, and then you can take the quizzes. But I think the quiz is not uploaded. I'll just let you know. I'll message you in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Krishna, you can just register.
Is there a separate group?
Is
there a separate group for 6 to 10 years old?
Yes, it is there. What is your age?
No, like for Zoom meeting. So what is this group?
This is for plus 10. This is plus 10, okay? So about 10 whoever are there that has been placed in this group. If anybody wants to register, then they can just register again on this. You have the link to register on that link. See, I'll just paste it here. If any one of your friend or your brothers, sisters, if they are below 10, they can register. If they are at the same age, they can also join our class. Or if they are adult or if they are youth, they can also join there. Okay, the link is t.ly/Gita. If they click that, they'll go and register there. Okay, and they can take the classes. And to register for the quizzes, it is a different link which I have already shared. You can directly do it. Okay, let us meet tomorrow again by 5:50. Hare Krishna. God bless you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare